But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Jones, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And Jennings has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And the Giants' first down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 92 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Eagles. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance. NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping.
Yeah, good luck for them because that was an explosive run. you know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
New York.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
1-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Mills on the tackle.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And then pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's just me and you. It's just Morphy, 82, Morphy. Check safety.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Quez Watkins, the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. from the gun. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On play action, it's Wentz. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. They'll run with Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 8.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Tackle made.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're going to take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, let's go. 4, 2, go.
To throw, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Giants.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Jones. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd
down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Turnover on down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let's bring it. Show it up. Show it up. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You man 5-7. Check foot. Lefty, lefty. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards on the ground.
1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go! 49, check 49, check 49.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 35 yards. Lions. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, it almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Jones now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jones, going to throw on 3rd and goal. He may try and run, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Giants are the champions of the NFC as we say thanks for watching and good night. That will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.